Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with a wedding update slash wedding planning slash wedding preparation video. I know a lot of you are curious and interested as to how the plans are going. So I thought I'd just make a video. It's been a while since I did the last update, and this will actually be my last video I make before I go to Ghana. I leave for Ghana tomorrow, so I thought it'd just be good to touch base with you guys before I go. Now, just before I start though, I know a lot of you have asked about my hair, so let me just give you some quick specs about the hair. Alright, so the hair that I'm wearing is Genesis Virgin hair. This is their Malaysian curly. Now, I purchased this hair back in the day when Genesis Virgin hair was like the hair company. She had this hair for a short period of time and then it was discontinued. So the hair is no longer available. I'm sorry to tell you guys that, but it's beautiful curly hair. I've made a full wig with this one. Now the curl pattern's absolutely gorgeous. It's unlike any curly hair that I currently have. It is so soft. I literally just pulled it out of my wig box and co-washed it, brushed it out, let it air dry, and you can see all this fluffy goodness. It's really, really pretty. Now it's a full wig, like I said, so I've got the closure, put a bit of eyeshadow in the parting area. I put this wig on the same way that I put my kinky straight wig, so I'll link that video down below if you want to see how I kind of achieved this look. But yeah, the hair's really pretty. Let me show you the back. It's nice and full, it's fluffy, it's very soft. I'm generally not a curly girl, so you know, I prefer to wear straight and your body waves, but I'm really loving wearing these curls. I've gotten so many compliments wearing this hair at school, in the street, in the mall. When I went for my wedding fitting, the lady who was doing my alterations said the hair's really beautiful. Tried it on with the dress and it looks really, really nice. So it might have to make an appearance on the day, but yeah, loving this hair. There's not much else I can say about it. Obviously any curly hair will achieve a similar look. So yeah, that's the info on the hair. Alright, so now on to the update. Okay, so the last time I talked about the wedding, I hadn't done any planning. I think the only thing that was confirmed was the venue. So obviously at this point a lot more has been done because the wedding is fast approaching. Okay, so during this time we've organized our photography, our videography. That's all done. Deposits have been made. Okay, so right now I'm not going to be giving any names of vendors or businesses or companies that we're working with for the wedding, simply because we want the day to come and go and everything to go as planned, and then, you know, I would then probably come back and do like a video after the wedding, you know, sharing that information with you for those of you who may be planning a wedding in Ghana and you live outside of Ghana. You know, I can give you some tips and stuff that, you know, helped me get through this process. So yeah, I think that's probably what I will do. Okay, so we have the food sorted out as well. We've got a decent number for the guest list. It's not anything crazy, but you know, it's not a small intimate gathering either. And I think I've mentioned it before, but it is mainly family because we both come from big families. You know, some of my friends are coming from here and they're traveling to Ghana, so that's exciting, but it will be mainly family. So yeah, the food obviously is a huge cost because you're paying per head, but the person who we've got to do the food, she's done a lot of different weddings. All my interaction with her has been very professional, and she's going to make sure that everything runs smoothly in the food department. We've been able to choose the menu, so we've decided on what we want, and her service comes with, you know, waiters and that kind of stuff. So I'm pretty happy where the food is concerned. Okay, so the cake. For me, I am not a sweet tooth whatsoever. I rarely eat cake. Although I went through a phase where I was obsessed with white chocolate mud cake. There was a phase that I went through where I really liked, what's it called? Cheesecake. I was like into this French vanilla cheesecake. It was absolutely divine. Then I got off it. So cake is one area where it was like the least concern to me, but you know, obviously you got to have a cake on the day. So I decided on the cake that I wanted, and there were different, you know, cake vendors that I got in touch with. You know, I showed them a picture of the cake, and let me tell you, a lot of my communication has been through WhatsApp. That's one of the really good things, you know, with people in Ghana, they're really good with WhatsApping. A lot of the businesses actually use that for communication, and it's quite efficient. So yeah, I sent a couple of different vendors the picture of the cake that I wanted, and then just got a quote from each one. The one that I wanted to go with, the vendor who was popularly known, they quoted me about, what was it, $800 for the wedding cake, and I was just like, no, I'm not paying $800 for a cake. That translates to like over 3,000 cities, Ghana cities, which is a lot of money for a cake, something you're going to chop up and consume on the night, like it was too much. So I ended up finding some other ones on Instagram, contacted some of them. So it's actually one of the ladies who I sent the picture of the cake to, who then informed me that she doesn't make cakes, and then she directed me to another lady. And I started communicating with that lady and showed her the same picture, and the price that she quoted was like half the price of what I was initially told from some of the other vendors. So I was so happy that I persisted and looked around. One thing I will tell you is, don't ever settle for the first price you get. You definitely have to shop around and get those quotes, because someone will make what you want, or someone will do what you need them to do for a fraction of the price. And with this particular lady, I got her to send me pictures of her work, and she's a professional. She was able to tell me that the cake that I wanted, because of the weather in Ghana, she wouldn't be able to use icing because it would melt, and this and that. Like, she knew what she was talking about. So I was very happy with that. So that's taken care of. And what she's actually going to do is, when I get to Ghana, she's going to make small cupcakes for me with all the different flavors she has on offer, and we'll sample them and decide on what type of cake in terms of the flavor that we're going for. So the venue where we've chosen, they're actually taking care of all the decor as well. So for the reception and the ceremony, it comes in one big package deal. And the lady that I've been communicating with, I met her last year on my trip while I was there. Lovely lady. She knows my aesthetic, she knows my standards, she basically gets me. So I know she's going to deliver and give me an absolutely stunning wedding. So I'm really excited to meet up with her again when I go, and so we can just finalize all the little bits of details. Also, my makeup and hair is taken care of. I've been in contact with the girl who I've been wanting to do my makeup since I was in Ghana last year, and yeah, we finally settled it, and I'm looking forward to getting to Ghana. We'll discuss how I want the look to be, and she's also doing my hair as well. In regards to my hair, I'm still not 100% sure of what I'm gonna do. I know I want it up for the ceremony, and I know I want it down for the reception. So I'm still contemplating, do I do a full wig? I know I'm not going to do a sew-in. I don't think I'm going to have my natural hair. If I do, I'm probably going to get it blown out and pressed, and then I'll put a U-part on or something like that, because I feel like I want my own edges and I want my own parting for the wedding. So I'm still undecided about that, but I know as the time gets closer, I'll just make a decision and just be ready to go with it. So on the day, everything goes as smoothly as possible. Another thing that I had to take care of recently was the bouquets for myself and my bridesmaids. Now, the original quote that I got was about 1,700 cedis, which is about I think that's about $500. Now keep in mind, guys, I'm in Australia, so we use Australian dollars. All the quotes that I've been getting have been in US dollars. Now if you follow finance reports on the news, you will know that right now the exchange rate, the Aussie dollar to the US, it's not very good. So for like every US dollar you get, like right now I think it's 0.67. so I've got to do all these conversions. So I might get a quote and a price, I'm like, oh, that's not bad, but then I've got to do the conversion to Australian dollars, so I'm paying a lot more, which has been really frustrating, because for some reason Ghanaians love to deal with US dollars. It's crazy. Like everything they quote you in US dollars, so it's like, then what's the purpose of the CD? So yeah, the flowers were, I think for me, it was quite dear. So yeah, once again, I had a look around, Instagram, some friends, they sent me like contacts, and then I was able to find someone who could do the exact same you know, bouquets that I wanted, because as always I send pictures of what I want, and they get the quote based off what they see. So exactly what I wanted for myself, and then for the bridesmaids, I was able to get a quote for I think about 1,200 cities. You know, so you're saving money. It's all about saving money. You don't have to overspend, don't overspend. So with the flowers, when I get to Ghana, I'll go meet the lady, and you know, we'll finalize all that stuff. And then in regards to the traditional or the engagement as we call it, I was able to find a lady who actually weaves the kente from scratch. So I was able to send her the type of print that I wanted, and she can make it for me from scratch, so I don't have to go looking for what I want. And then I've got a designer who is going to be making the traditional outfit for me. I've been in communication with her. Literally the day that I arrive in Ghana, I have to go see her for my measurements so she can take them and begin working on the dress, and it should be ready obviously in time for the engagement. And then obviously if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that, you know, I picked up my wedding dress, my white dress. It was really exciting when I finally picked it up. I saw the dress back in April when I went out with my mom, tried on 4 dresses, and I picked one that day. So what they do is they send off what you want to get it made, so it takes about 6 months. My dress came in a little earlier, but I didn't pick it up till like I think October. Tried it on. When I tried it on, guys, yeah, I feel so beautiful in this dress, and I can't wait to wear it. Like, it's such a beautiful dress. When my mom saw it on me again, she's like, oh my goodness. And I love it as much as the first day when I tried it on. So yeah, I picked up the dress, and the bridal store that I got it from, they have ladies who work with them for alterations. So they gave me a number for a lady, and she's been the one doing my alterations. So basically what they do is they make the dress either to fit your bust area or your hips. So I told them to make it to fit my hips, because you know, I've got some big old hips. So when I tried it on at the store, like, it fit okay, but ever since I actually tried it on, it's never really fit the hip area properly, which is understandable because they're like sample sizes. So when I took the dress to the lady to do my alterations, she obviously had to open up the hip area a little bit. The bust, because they didn't make it to fit my bust, it was way too big, so she had to take that in. And initially I thought that we'd have to take some of the length at the bottom as well, because you know, I'm only 5'3". So when I went for my fitting, the lady actually let me try on a hoop. I had no idea what hoops were, but I got schooled very quickly. Basically, it's like a skirt that you wear underneath the dress. Mine is a 2-hoop skirt, so there's a hoop at the bottom and there's a hoop kind of halfway up. So what happens is when you wear it underneath the dress and the dress goes over it, it creates, you know, a shape, and it creates structure, so it looks a lot better. Also, the other thing is, as you walk, because it's a hoop, it kind of swings, so when you walk forward, it creates a bit of room in front of you so you're not stepping on the dress as you walk. So very nifty. Okay, so when I went for the first fitting, you know, we tried it on. She took in, you know, my bust area. She kind of saw where she needs to open up in the hips so it fits nicely, and that was that. Then the second time I went in, she had opened up the hip area a bit, but she'd only opened it up by I think like 2 centimeters, so the dress was still not going down, because I have to put it on from the top because there's no way I could wriggle it up because it would rip. So we put it on from the top and we couldn't pull it down, and literally, guys, putting on a wedding dress is like a 4-man job. Like, now I understand why you gotta have, you know, your bridesmaids and your maid, because they actually have to help you get into the dress. So it's my mother and the lady who's doing the alteration. So we put it on, and then she's like, you know, when you put it on, you got to start with the layer you know, closest to your body, and you literally got to, you know, pull one layer at a time, make sure it's nice and straight and it's smooth. Then you bring the next layer, then you bring the next layer. So I'm like holding all the fabric up here as they, you know, proceed to lay everything nicely, but we still couldn't get down the hips, and like they were tugging. I was like rocking, you know, back and forth, you know, side to side. It wouldn't budge. So obviously we had to get it opened up a little bit more. So when I went for my last fitting, she'd opened it up, and initially when I put it on, I was like, Lord, please let it go down today properly, let it fit properly. I was so nervous, but it actually did go down. It took a bit of work because, you know, you got to twist and you got to, you know, like, I actually have to hold the dress kind of like this, where like the bodice of the dress joins with like the bottom part and the train, and I actually have to like, you know, hold everything and pull it down firmly. And she actually said, you know, obviously throughout the day I'm gonna have to just, you know, adjust myself and just make sure that it's always laying nice and flat. But finally though, it had no like wrinkles in it, because up until that point I'd never seen the dress actually laying beautifully, you know, in the front area. I mean, it fits my waist fine, but the hips, because it was still tight, it was stretching, because there was so much tension, and you could see all the creases and stuff. But when we finally got it on properly, my mom's like, oh, Bina, oh, it looks so good. She was so happy. It was really exciting. But guys, I love the dress. I can't wait to show you guys the dress, obviously, you know, when the wedding has happened. And also the lady, you know, created a little hook at the back of the dress so I could put the train up, you know, at the end of the night, you know, because she's like, you will get over this train by the end of the day, you know, at the reception. So I hook it up, and you know, it creates a nice kind of evening gown type look. Yeah, it's a beautiful dress, that's all I can say. So yeah guys, I think they're like the major things that I wanted to, you know, update you on and share with you. The rest of the stuff that is left, as my fiance would say, are petty things, and you know, it's stuff that I can do once I get there, because you know, I'll have a little bit of time to get myself organized and sorted once I get there. But yeah, apart from that, I think that's it. Now while I'm there, I plan to vlog, fingers crossed, you know, leading up to it. And then obviously, you know, when it's all happening, I don't plan to vlog because I want to enjoy the moment and really be in it. I'll probably give like my vlogging camera to someone, you know, one of my friends, to maybe capture what's going on, just so you can kind of get a behind the scenes type feel of what's going on the day. But yeah, I want to try and vlog while I'm there leading up to it, and hopefully post 1 or 2 videos while I'm there before the wedding, and then after everything has happened, then yeah, maybe I can, you know, post some of the other videos that I record, you know, of the day and that kind of stuff. But we'll see. I can't promise anything because I kind of have to just get there and, you know, see what the situation is on the ground and see what's really viable. And you know, I'm not going to stress myself out, you know, because yeah, I just want to be really calm and zen, and I want every part of me to just be glowing on that day, so I'm not inviting any stress into my life. But yeah, that's the plan. Hopefully, you know, I'm able to share some things with you, and then obviously once I settle, I'll get back into my routine in due time. But whilst I'm there, the best way to keep in touch with me is to follow me on Instagram, which is at @theabinalove. Follow me on Facebook, because I post, you know, a lot of my Instagram stuff goes straight to Facebook. What else? I'm planning to try and do Snapchat. A lot of people have told me to get onto it, and like, I've got an account, but I don't use it. I don't go on Snapchat. I still kind of don't understand the concept, although it's been explained to me so many times. But I will try and do some snaps on Snapchat. Let me even check what my Snapchat name is. My Snapchat is also @theabinalove. So I guess you can follow me on Snapchat as well. I'm sure if I do start snapping, I will, you know, post something on Instagram and, you know, tell you guys to go check out Snapchat as well. But don't hold me to that, guys, because I don't know how good I'm going to be at Snapchatting. But if I'm not snapping, I'll be on Instagram. There'll be pictures, you know, I might do short Instagram videos and that kind of stuff. But once again, we'll just see how we go. I'll definitely not be MIA. You'll definitely catch me on Instagram because I love Instagram. So there'll be pictures, and you know, if you want to communicate with me there, you can. But if you direct message me on Instagram, guys, you may not get an immediate response because I often forget to check the DM part. And I've seen messages from like weeks and months ago that I just didn't know were there. If you want to like contact me directly, I would suggest my Facebook page, which is Abinalove. Yeah, my Facebook page, because when I get messages from there, like, I instantly get notified on my phone and I can reply. But yeah, otherwise I'll catch you guys on Instagram, on Facebook. YouTube will be chilling for a little while. But yeah, guys, I'm really excited. It's happening. Like, I'm getting married. Whew, yeah. long distance is not easy, guys. I think I've shared that with you guys, but it's so worth it when everything, you know, comes together and you finally get to where you've been working towards. And when you find someone you love, guys, honestly, it is so worth it. Yeah, it's so worth it. So yeah, if you're in a situation where you're in a long distance relationship and you don't know whether you should stick it out or not, like, I would really encourage you to not give up like immediately or like instantly. You know, make sure you pray a lot, because honestly, God has gotten us through, you know, the last however many years, and then obviously our parents and our family support. But yeah, guys, if you find love, put the work into it. It's not easy, trust me. It's work. You know, you got to put the work into it. You got to be committed. You got to be dedicated. But you've also got to see the bigger picture. You know, and like I said, if you love the person, some things, you know, although they may seem difficult at the time, in the long run, it definitely pays off when you get to share your life, you know, with the love of your life. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I think I have talked up a storm. Yeah, I'll catch you guys in my next video, and I will be married the next time I come on camera and talk to you guys. I think, no, when I sit down, not in the vlog, but when I come and sit down and have a conversation with you, yeah, I'll be a missus. Bye.